Hey guys, here in my garage again. Excuse the mess. I got stuff all over the place. Bunch of different projects going on with my HellCamino. Been trying to get it race ready for the last 6 months. So it's been kind of a hassle with a lot of things. But yeah, there's my race engine in there. It's a 10-to-1 compression, 350. And I kind of had the hood open anyways because I was getting ready to check my oil here a little bit just to make sure my levels were good, because I had a minor oil leak here that I've been battling for the last 3 months. A lot of it I fixed, especially with the valve covers. I was having some leakage. It's common with these high compression engines, but I was also getting a leak here, or have been getting a leak on my rear main seal in between my flex plate and my oil pan. So I'm going to put some silicone down there and hopefully I can get that somewhat plugged up to where it doesn't leak much. But yeah, oil's always going to find a way to get out. I was going to do an update here on those gauges and stuff that I was working on, and I think I noted in one of my previous videos here. This is one thing I was working on. Aircraft aluminum, very hard to grind on and cut because it's heat treated, and any tool you use is not going to have a good time. You know, I don't have a bandsaw, or else I just saw this right up. Except for this, you know, cutting out these center pieces here is going to be a pain. But if this doesn't work out, I'm just going to go ahead and get myself the actual part that goes to it and trim it out for my radio. But I didn't want to pay that because it's like $100 for the replacement of this. But, you know, if I find a parts car, that'll be a different story. If I can find one that somebody's selling the stuff off of. But we'll go in here, open up the door, excuse the mess. I got dirt all over the place. One of the first things I put in here was a shifter. B&M. I didn't have one before. I had a column shifter. It was very loose anyways, and it's just not as enjoyable, to shift with a column shifter as opposed to, you know, having a standard floor shifter here. So I put that in there aftermarket. This is the radio bezel I want to replace because that looks horrible. Last person that had this car did a lot of, I don't know, kind of backwoods repairs. And I made this here though. What I did was I cut out the vents, pulled them out, and then what I did was I ground the plastic behind it and then kind of set this in here and then put these screws in here. I painted this whole piece. This was also aircraft aluminum. This was not fun, but this is a lot easier than what I'm working on now. Granted, this was thicker material. So that kind of took a while, you know, grinding and sanding, etc. Not really fun, but, you know, I like the outlook of it. I put a textured paint on there. But yeah, I got sport comp gauges. Got sport comp tachometer focus. From AutoMeter, and I bought this stuff off of Summit Racing, of course. Just kind of easier that way. But yeah, just routed it through here, and there's already a hole in there with a grommet, and just kind of run there with everything else that was already running out there to the engine and engine bay. Yeah, that's it for that. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I got this piece here. This is a brand new bezel. This is going to cost you, new old stock, which I got this new old stock, $250 for this interior piece. This one interior piece. Well, actually, there was one on sale for $250 on eBay, but actually I think I picked this one up for $150. Excuse me, I have to correct myself. But yeah, I was happy to get this in. At least this is one thing that just looked cosmetically better than what I had in here before. You know, expensive, but you know, that's what you get with these vintage cars, especially if you want to restore any part of them to make it look better. But yeah, it's kind of like what I got set up here. Oh yeah, I figured, why am I getting out of my car? I figured I'd come back in here and actually show you what it looks like lit up. So I guess I'll turn it on. Engine's warm, of course. think, yeah, that's it for that. What I was going to say is I'm still waiting on parts to put this rear end in here. I got stuff from Global West coming in, my upper and lower control arms. I got one of my braces, for frame braces for the upper part of my frame, so I don't get too much twist from I'm doing a race or whatever. Because, you know, you get that G-body shuffle with these G-body cars. And waiting on that. It's been taking forever to get parts lately because the coronavirus. So hopefully that stuff comes in Thailand, or it should be in next week. So then I can get started on that, and then I can actually go and take it to the track and do some races. But I had to get some drag radial tires and everything for it before I can really do that, because I got these standard tires and we'll put those on some steel rims. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video here. I'll do some more updates, just some other things I wanted to point out about my car that's going on here right now. Basically, got free money to upgrade on this car, and I'll explain that in a different video, which is kind of funny. And this has actually happened twice. This is the second time this has happened, but I will actually outline all of that in a separate video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and this is my 1978 El Camino NHRA. Goodbye.